Let's now shift our focus to Russia's neighbor, Belarus, as protests intensify against the Lukashenko regime in the country. The long-ruling strongman now faces a new threat in the form of European Union sanctions. European foreign ministers welcomed Belarus's opposition leader, Svetlana Tikhanovskaya, to Brussels as they prepare sanctions against the Minsk regime. Tikhanovskaya's meeting with EU ministers, followed by an appearance at the European Parliament, comes as international pressure mounts on Lukashenko. Now remember, Tikhanovskaya had to escape to Lithuania for her own safety after the election results that many believe were rigged.
We will protest as long as it's needed, for weeks, months and even years to come, if necessary. Belarusians will no longer be hostages of Lukashenko's regime. We will no longer live in his prison cell. Our peaceful protesters were met with violence. In the prisons, they were tortured, harassed, and raped.
So what are these sanctions that the European Union plans to impose on Belarus? The EU has a list of around 40 Belarusian officials that it holds responsible for rigging the vote. Brussels is set to hit these members of Lukashenko's regime with asset freezes and travel bans. However, the final approval could be held up partly by horse trading among EU member states. Many experts believe that Cyprus expected to stall EU sanctions against Belarus, while seeking sanctions on Turkey in a separate dispute. But the EU remains wary of taking a very strong line, which could instead drive Lukashenko further into the arms of the Kremlin. The former Soviet Republic has been consumed by massive protests against President Alexander Lukashenko since he has returned to power in a disputed August 9th election. Lukashenko, often called Europe's last dictator, has responded to these protests with a security clampdown and help from long-standing ally Russia.